Welcome back to Lakeyln's Teddy Bear First Aid and Vlogmas Day 5. We're doing it.
It's not there yet.
Well, we are so excited for today's video. It's going to be a good one. And friends, you're going to need to grab a few things. Let's get started. Savannah here. I just wanted to show you a few things that you could grab from around the house if you don't want to use your first aid kit, because it's so important to keep your first aid kit fully stocked all the time, just in case of emergency. So I thought of a few things that you could use instead of using a real first aid kit. So here's what you're gonna grab. For today, we are going to use a whole bunch of gauze, and we're also going to use roller gauze, and the last thing is a triangular bandage. So what we could do to play pretend is, for the triangular bandage, why don't you go grab a scarf that you have maybe in the closet at home? A scarf would work, or even just like a cloth that's cut into the shape of a triangle. Make sure if you're cutting anything, you ask first and get some help with the scissors just in case, okay? Then to pretend for the gauze, what you can do is grab a whole bunch of paper towel. You're gonna fold it up, and with your parents or with a friend, an adult, you could cut these up. So watch me do this. I'm gonna cut, and cut. Then you could imagine all of these paper towel is just like a gauze, okay? So we could play pretend like that, and you'll see what Lakeyln's gonna do with this, and you can do the exact same thing. The very last thing is we use a roller gauze. If you don't have roller gauze, I thought of two ideas. One, maybe you have some really big ribbon, maybe for decorating any types of presents. We could pretend that that would work in the same way, because you could just roll it on. If you don't have that, what you could also use is just a towel from the kitchen. You could fold it in half, and you could pretend that this is how you're actually going to use the roller gauze, because you could roll it around the same way. Awesome. All right, friends, I hope you have fun. So Lakeyln, do you think teddy bears like climbing trees?
Yeah.
You do?
My cats are really, really good at it.
Whoa, cats are so good. Do you think bears are good at climbing trees?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can really.
What if a bear was climbing a tree and then he fell from the tree? Is that possible? Yeah? What if a bear got a stick stuck in his arm?
A green stick. And
Yours has one too. Oh my goodness. So friends, today we're going to talk about what could we do and how could you help if your teddy bear gets something stuck in them.
Like a sliver.
Like a sliver. That's a really good one too. You got it. But today we're talking about something really big that is stuck in a friend or a teddy bear.
First thing, you need to call for help.
Yeah, you're so right. If somebody falls, especially a really big bear, we should probably call for some help. So make sure that if this happens in real life, you have to promise that you'll go get an adult, okay? We're practicing on our teddy bears, which is totally cool, but just in case in real life, we want you to get some help. So good point, Lakeyln. We're gonna call for help, aren't we? Awesome. Now, the first thing is our teddy has this huge stick stuck in his arm. Do you think that we should pull it out? No, good job. Imagine if there's something stuck in someone, there might be a little bit of bleeding, but if I pull it out, there might be a lot of bleeding. So we're actually going to leave that in. when you're a big kid and maybe you take the babysitting course, or even older and you take a first aid course, we actually call this, you ready? It's a big word, an embedded object. Can you say that?
Embedded object.
Nice. But just in simple terms, it means something is stuck in somebody or teddy bear. So here's how we're gonna fix it up. First thing, we should be wearing our gloves, but we don't want to waste too much plastic, and we're just pretending on our teddy bears today. So let's pretend, close your eyes. Let's pretend, boom, imaginary gloves. Whoa, super safe. Okay, we're gonna need our first aid kit. Lakeyln, what's inside your first aid kit? All right, so Lakeyln's gonna open her first aid kit. What do we have?
A Band-Aid.
Oh, but a special Band-Aid, because is it just a plain Band-Aid?
No.
No, that would be silly. It has lots of cartoons on it.
And this thing.
This thing, these, remember from our very first video, this is called gauze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why's there a whole bunch of them?
We're gonna need all of these if there is something stuck, so that's why there's so many. What else do you have?
I have this roller guy.
Nice, a roller gauze?
And this.
This is a triangular bandage, so we could use that too. Awesome, good job. Now friends, I showed you a few things that you could use around the house if you don't want to actually use the stuff in your first aid kit, because it's pretty important to keep your first aid kit stocked. So why don't you go grab those few things, grab your teddy bear, and come on back and do this with us. Okay, so Lakeyln and I are gonna work on this teddy together. It's a two-person job for sure, all right? So first things first, we already know, do we pull out the stick?
No.
Negative. We are not gonna pull out the stick. We're gonna leave it in. Do you think that our teddy bear is in some pain? Do you think he's hurting?
Yeah.
Yeah, how could we make him feel better?
Help him.
We could help him? And what type of kind words could we say to our bear or our friend if they're hurt?
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Yes. And you could also say, you're safe now. I'm going to stay with you. Help's on the way. Do you like that? Okay, awesome. So friends, the first thing that we're going to need is we actually need to build, we call this a log cabin. What shape is a log cabin?
And then a triangle.
Yeah, you're right. It is like a triangle at the top. Maybe I made that a little bit confusing. I mean a log cabin as there's one log, and then there's another log, and then there's another log, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to build a log cabin around the stick so that if somebody pushes it, it doesn't move. Nobody's going to push it, but just in case. Do you think if the stick moved around, it would hurt the bear a lot more than if it was nice and stable? Yeah, so let's do that. All right, so first thing, let's open up as much gauze as you think we can to cover the stick.
I'll do it all.
All right, I'll hold it up for you. Nice, there's one. Why don't you open a couple more?
Let's put the pile.
And Lakeyln, show them your huge pile. Whoa, look at all of that. And guess what? We're going to use all of it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold Teddy, and I'm going to be your extra set of hands because it's a little bit tricky. You could probably do this if you're by yourself, but since I'm here, I'm going to help out Lakeyln. All right, so first thing, Lakeyln, is you're going to take that gauze and you're going to fold it in half. Good. And then you're going to place it on one side of the stick. Nice and careful not to touch the stick. Now I'll hold it. You get another one. Follow along, friends. Make sure you do this with us. Good. Now you fold the other one. You're going to put it on this side. Whoa. Okay. Do you see what we're trying to do here? Yeah? All right. Grab one more. Fold it in half. But this time, you're going to put it the opposite way. So you put one here and one there. Now you're going to put one down there. Good job.
It's like tic-tac-toe.
It is like tic-tac-toe. This is what I mean about log cabining. If you could imagine, we're building a log cabin with all of these gauzes. Gauzes?
Like Jenga.
Like Jenga. I love it. Okay, this one, do you want me to place it? Okay, so this one's gonna go on that side and I'll keep holding it. Awesome, good job. Now we're gonna go back to the first side that we did. Right here. Nice, and I'll hold it for you. Awesome, good job. Okay, a couple more. How you making out, friends? You doing okay? Yeah, good. All right, this one here and one more. How you doing, Teddy?
That's actually a lot.
That is a lot.
It actually looks like Jenga.
Oh, it does look like Jenga. Okay, so, Lakeyln, does it look like we built something that would protect the object so it doesn't move around? Yeah, but we need to secure this onto our teddy bear's arm. Not a Band-Aid. What else do we have? Roller gauze. Good idea. Why don't you open it up?
I know how to open it.
Okay, good idea. Friends, this is when you can use a tea towel or maybe a ribbon to tie these on. It'll work great. We have this. All right, Lake, so what you're going to do is we don't want to cover the stick and we don't want to put any pressure on. Could you imagine if you pushed on a stick in someone's arm? Would that hurt? Yeah, so what we're going to do is you're going to start on that side. I'll hold it and you're going to go all the way around the bear's arm. Back up. Good. Awesome. Careful not to touch the stick. Good. And go all the way around.
It's actually really hard not to touch.
I know. Good. Awesome. Next time you go around, do you want to come up over this side of the stick? So come around, and go on the opposite side of the stick. Whoa.
It's okay if you touch it, though, because it's not real.
It's not real. That's why we're practicing, so that we can be perfect in real life. Awesome. Now go around and go back on this side. I hope you friends can see this okay. Good.
Awesome. This one.
Me too. Okay, now go on that side. Awesome. Do you want to show the friends quick?
Yeah.
All right. Do you see how it's all protected? And now the log cabin, the gauze that Lakeyln put on first is protected and it's not going to fall off. So now what we're going to do is let's keep wrapping. Yeah, we want to be able to still see the stick. We don't want to push it in and we don't want to cover it up. Awesome. Now we're going to wrap it up. Do you think the bear needs to go to a doctor? Yeah, this is only to get him to the doctor just before to keep him safe, but he still needs to go see the nurses and the doctor at the hospital. Awesome, you did it. Do you want me to tuck it in? Wow, good job, Lakes. That's amazing. Okay, so now that his arm is all protected, we didn't pull it out, and now the actual stick isn't going to go anywhere. I think he's pretty safe. The last thing that we could do is we could put our bear in an arm sling just to keep it even more safe, as long as the arm sling doesn't touch what? The stick. Good job. Would you like to put an arm sling on him?
Yeah, I'll get my arm sling.
Okay, good idea. Grab your arm sling.
I'm actually really good at opening it.
You are.
Oh.
I'll take those sharp objects for parents. Thank you. Nice. Garbage pile. And now, friends, this is the time that you could use a scarf to try to do the same thing. If you have a triangular bandage or an old sheet that you literally just cut into a triangle, ask a parent to help. You could do the same thing. Okay, so now, do you remember, friends, how do we tie a triangular bandage so that it's an arm sling? Do you remember, Miss Lakeyln? So what you're going to do, hey, do you want to hold your bear and I'll show them quick? All right, careful. Careful his arm. It's super sore, okay? All right, so we have our triangle. And all you have to do is take the longest side and you're going to tie those two ends together in a double knot. So there's one knot and then there's 2 knots. Okay? Then all we have to do is put it over his head.
Very careful.
Very careful.
Sometimes I like to scratch this.
Scratch his head a little bit. Good. Awesome. Now, very nicely, we're going to tuck his arm into the sling. There. Oh, yeah, watch the stick. There. This one can just be that he's resting on the outside, just like that. There, how does he look?
Good.
Awesome, you did such a good job. I love it. All right, friends, we did it. We saved our teddy bear. So, couple things to review. 1, if this happens in real life, we need to call for help. 2, don't pull out the object. Leave it in place. 3, you're going to protect the object by log cabining or building around it so that the object can't move. Yeah, good job. The last thing, if it's okay, you could try to put them in a little sling so they have a little bit of weight off their arm. And the very last thing is they must go see a nurse and a doctor.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Happy Vlogmas Day 5. I hope you liked today's first aid lesson, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for day 6. We can't wait. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up, like it really helps us find other friends like yourself that like these videos.
It's actually day 5 for us and day 6 for them.
You're right, because you're going to see this tomorrow, which is actually today for you. This really confuses me. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.